What's up, guys? I am joined today by Ben Goldhaber. He is the CEO and co-founder of JUKED, which is an awesome website, and they're actually testing their alpha version of their mobile app on iOS now. Great for esports, news, scores, really everything you need. Also has some live streams in there as well. Really amazing stuff going on there. And Ben's also part of the founding team of Twitch, so we're going to get a little bit of insight into that and everything that he's been in through his career. So, Ben, why don't you just take a moment and introduce yourself?
I appreciate it. Thanks for giving us the awesome plug on the app. And also, thanks for testing the app. You are one of our very small group of alpha testers right now. And I know you've been enjoying it. So it's great to see you in there. I'm Ben. I'm fishstix. I've been in esports for like 20 years. I started playing games competitively in the early 2000s before the term esports even existed. Yes, I'm very old. Apologize, everybody. But I've been working in esports now professionally for about 12 years. I joined the founding team at Twitch back in 2011. At the time, I never thought I'd work in esports professionally. I always thought it would be a hobby, but it was the number one hobby in my life for many, many years. And one thing led to the next. Hard work and building a lot of connections in this space got me that job at Twitch. I was with Twitch for more than 7 years through before anyone had heard of Twitch through the Amazon acquisition and up until about 2018. And then in 2019, I started JUKED, which is the next big thing for esports fans. So we're really aiming to create a one-stop destination where esports fans can come closer together and have meaningful conversations around the esports that they follow. We know that fans are really sick and tired of Twitch chat and Reddit as the primary places where discussions happen. So we're trying to step in and create a better place where your esports identity can live and where you can meet other fans and have conversations that take you just a little bit deeper than what you're seeing right now on social media. So that's what we're up to. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so you pretty much answered my first question there, which is basically,
Sure.
what got you interested in esports? So, yeah, you playing competitive games before esports was even a thing. That's really cool to see, one of the pioneers, even you could say, of esports, considering you were in the scene before it was a thing. So, that, and then the next thing I just kind of wanted to get into, what happened? Like, what made you decide to go on to that founding team of Twitch? How did that really come about?
Yeah, I mean, this is again, I was in college in 2010 and I was spending all of my free time doing things in esports. I used to commentate tournaments back in Quake, Enemy Territory, really old games that most people probably haven't heard of. And I used to host tournaments. I used to just be all, it was my biggest passion. So honestly, I sucked at school because I was spending almost all my time doing esports stuff. And back then, platforms like Justin TV, before Twitch even launched, was basically brand new. And I started using them a lot as a commentator, as a tournament organizer. I was creating content on these platforms. And in doing that, I kind of started to meet other people who were also streaming and also creating content. And it really opened my eyes to everything that was happening in the world of esports. At the time, I was super young and I just was really passionate about playing arena shooters like Quake, like Tribes, like Enemy Territory. But through platforms like Ustream and Justin TV, I'm like, oh my God, there's this whole world out here. There's this new game, League of Legends, just came out, and 50,000 people just watched WCG, League of Legends, in 2010. And that was mind blowing for me. And was really kind of the thing that kicked me in the butt to start taking this more seriously. So I eventually built a website with some friends, which aggregated esports streams from different streaming platforms. And just being involved in the scene and putting in work basically just got me recognized in the space. And one connection led to the next. And I got connected to the guys at Justin TV before they had decided that they were going to launch Twitch. They knew they wanted to pursue gaming. They knew they wanted to pursue esports because it was growing on Justin TV. And they saw me as a really good person to help them do that. So they invited me over just to have a conversation and talk about um, features and products that they could build to help the esports community. And 2 weeks later, they sent me a job offer. The rest is history. Again, I literally wasn't planning to make esports my full time career because almost nobody was at the time. There was so little money in the space, but all of a sudden, out of the blue, this company, Justin TV, is like, here, we'll pay you a salary to pursue esports. And I couldn't possibly say no at that point.
Yeah, that's amazing. Something I know a lot of people who are going to be watching, a lot of people who are in the scene are looking at. Like, this is something that people want to do. And when you did it, it was, unimaginable to even think, I'd love to do this, but there aren't options. And now stuff like Twitch and now Juked as well as creating options for people to get into the space as creators, a lot more opportunities for players, and now back end stuff as well, developers, all that. It's really just great to see the industry going along. And now I kind of want to get into the next part of my thing, which is, explain your idea behind Juked. What made you think of, the everything in one type esports space, which is something that
Yeah.
is the future here?
Yeah. So a lot of people are fans of just like one game. You can be a Valorant fan, Sentinels fanboy, follow all of their tournaments and just be into one game at a time. But um, what I've realized when I talk to average esports fans is it's actually pretty rare that you only care about one esport. Most people play Rocket League and tune into the Rocket League finals. Most people, when they hear, oh, League of Legends World Finals is happening and everyone's watching it, there's 3 million concurrent viewers watching World Finals of League of Legends right now. You're going to tune in and check it out. Even games that you don't necessarily play, you you're a lot of people like myself are interested in at least knowing what's happening, following the news. And in esports, it's just so fragmented. Like if you're a fan of one game and you try to learn about another, it's pretty hard, right? So um, we wanted to originally just create a solution to help people follow everything happening across esports. That was the initial idea of the product. The website that you talked about, we launched the website like 2 years ago, and that was really the initial goal of the original product. Sorry if there's some background noise. And Now we're taking that to another level. We're taking that to the next step. So the first product was all about helping you follow and discover everything that's going on. Now we're actually really interested in creating a better social experience for esports fans. So obviously, Discord's amazing. I'm on Reddit all day. I'm on Twitch all day. I'm on Twitter all day. I'm on these platforms all day. But it's really difficult to have a deep and sophisticated conversation about strategy, about this player just got picked up. Was it a good move? Was it a bad move? It's hard to have those kinds of conversations on existing platforms. So our app is really, we're trying to solve really two problems. We're try and create a less toxic place for esports fans where you can meet other people and discuss the trending news, discuss the matches in a better way than Twitch chat. And we're also trying to make it so it's really easy to follow everything you care about in esports. So we're talking push notifications when your favorite teams are playing, notifications about breaking news, all of the scores, all of the schedules in one place, all of the streams in one place. So those are the two major problems that we're trying to solve with the Juked app.
That's amazing, and I just want to touch up on the fact that you said learning about other esports, because me going into when I got that invite to the Juked Alpha, which so far has been absolutely amazing and I've loved. I'll get into that later, but um you know, going in, I had originally only clicked on the follow Valorant section of the Juked app. And going in, I've seen the conversations, there's stuff about Overwatch, about Call of Duty, all that. And it's really taught me about other sides of esports. And I've really enjoyed it so far. And I think it's a really good thing you guys have going, that somebody from Valorant could have a civil conversation, which, doesn't always happen, with somebody from the League of Legends side or the Call of Duty side, where it's about learning and about getting involved in the community instead of just which game is better and which team's better, or in Valorant specifically, which region's better, because EU Flash and all that. And you get into the Twitch chat.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
so that's just something that I've been really impressed in with the whole Juke situation, which is something massive props to your team. And then I also want to know what's been your favorite part of your journey as well as the Juked project in specific.
Well, this is gonna sound kind of cheesy, but pretty much what you just said is what I love to hear. We love expanding the fandom of esports. That's why we're doing this. Uh, our founding team, myself obviously included, if it wasn't clear already, I'm just an esports fanboy, man. I want to see this industry flourish. I want more people to understand how amazing this industry is, how passionate the community is, how amazing the plays are in game. So if we're able to expose you to Call of Duty or Overwatch in a way that you wouldn't have otherwise followed, or League of Legends or whatever it might be, that's the biggest win in my book. If we're able to introduce you to somebody new who you then become friends with and talk about esports with, and maybe you even just add them on Steam or add them on Valorant and start playing games with them. That's the type of thing that we want to see happen. We want to see new connections made. We want to see people growing their fandom, finding a sense of community on the platform. So that's really what we're aiming to do with this, and that's what we find super rewarding as founders, building this startup from the scratch. That's why we're doing it. Building new connections, driving more fandom. That's what it's all about.
That's just amazing and exactly what I love to hear. I love hearing that the CEO of a project, the guy who's in charge, is that connected to what's going on and is that enthusiastic about it, because it means you guys are in the right mind space and you want this to succeed, right? You guys want to make this head to the top. And I just got one more question for you here. You got any future plans that you can share with us? Any firsthand stuff here?
Yeah, we're just at the very beginning. When we say it's an alpha test, we mean it. It's not just like every game ever, which is like launches in beta, but it's really a real launch. This is not our final form yet. So we launched supporting just 4 games, which is totally counter to my DNA. Like I want to support every single esport over time. So we're talking about bringing on League of Legends in the very near future as our next game. And from there, just rolling out to everything, whether that's Rocket League or Dota or Rainbow Six Siege or fighting games and Street Fighter and Smash Bros. We really want to support it all. So that's coming through the pipe. Um, Obviously, esports fans are also on their computer more than pretty much any other demographic. So don't worry, it's not going to be just an app. We are going to build a web version in the future. So that's coming eventually. Please be patient. It might be a little bit of time before we rebuild the website from scratch as well. Other than that, what can I reveal for you? Just because you asked so nicely. Um, right now, the feed is kind of like Reddit, where you're able to chat with other people. It's kind of asynchronous, so you can chat and then somebody can message you back hours later. We do want to create a better version of Twitch chat eventually, so we are working on live chat, and hopefully we'll have that in the next couple of months.
A better version of live chat. That's something we love to see. And I just want to say thank you so much for coming out here today and speaking to me. And
Yeah.
honestly, just a great job with Juked and everything that's been going on. I'm really happy to hear how excited you are about it. And those plans sound amazing. Just a moment where you can shout yourself out, shout Juked out, whatever you'd like. And everyone, I am going to put all of his links in the description of this video.
Hey, I appreciate Ty. Seriously, thanks for having me and chatting. Thanks for being part of the community. It's members, people like you that are building this app and this product and this social media, this new social media platform from the ground up. So thanks for being part of the founding team of Juked. If you want to learn more about Juked, go to app.juked.gg, app.juked.gg. Just throw that link in the chat. If you're interested in getting into the product and getting in on the ground floor, there is a survey that you can fill out if you go to app.juke.gg. That's the best way to get in. You can join us on Discord, discord.gg/juked. That's the place where we're chatting about every single esport happening. So even before you get into the app, come join us on Discord, on our Discord server. If you're just looking for people to chat about esports with, we'd love to have you there. I'm fishstix on Twitter. That's my main social media of choice. But that's pretty much it. The main thing we're doing right now is trying to drive people to get into the app on the ground floor. So if any of this sounded interesting, if you're looking for a better way to follow your favorite esports teams, if you're looking for a pure news feed where you can get all of the updates about your favorite esports games, if you want to chat with other people who actually care about esports and aren't there just to troll, then we'd love to have you. So yeah, head over to app.juke.gg and hopefully we'll see you on the app soon.
Awesome. I mean, thank you so much again for coming out here. It was great. And yeah, I think that's everything here.
Perfect. Thanks so much for having me.